Hey, church family. I wanted to take this opportunity to present you with another word of encouragement as we continue to pray for the recovery of our country. Now, it was during the days of his earthly ministry when the Lord Jesus, he challenged the children of Israel by encouraging them to realize that there will always be disastrous results whenever the blind lead the blind. And whenever blind people follow blind leaders, the outcome, it's never good. It's actually in Luke chapter 6 where Jesus asks, can the blind lead the blind? Will they not both fall into the ditch? If blind people follow blind leaders, then they all eventually fall into the proverbial pit. When it comes to the leaders that we're choosing to follow, we should take a moment to ask, can they actually see where they're going? Can they see, what's in front of them? Do they truly have the insight necessary for providing us with guidance? This is something that we ought to be asking politically. This is something that we ought to be asking economically. This is most certainly something that we ought to be asking spiritually. The reason why we ought to be asking this is due to the fact that those who choose to follow leaders who are blind, they're inevitably going to be led into the proverbial pit. With that being the case, I encourage every person to make sure that we're walking by faith with the Lord Jesus Christ first and foremost. We need to make sure that we're following Jesus, and the reason why is because those who are following Jesus will always walk in the light of the truth. I like the way that the Lord Jesus put it in John chapter 8. It's there where he declares, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. Christian, listen, the Lord Jesus is the one who provides us with the spiritual light that we need so that we can actually see where we're going. Therefore, rather than following blind leaders who are leading us into the proverbial ditch, I encourage you to walk by faith with the Lord Jesus Christ. And as we do, he will help us to walk in the light of the truth according to his perfect will. And he will help us to navigate all the difficult decisions before us. And he'll help us to see which leaders are leading us into the ditch and which leaders are leading us into the truth. And he'll help us to be able to see where we're headed. If you want to know more about the way that Jesus can actually help us to avoid the proverbial pitfalls that keep many Christians from moving forward, I encourage you, join us tomorrow right here at Calvary South Austin. We're going to consider the corrective lenses that Jesus provides for every Christian. If you'd like to know more about our service times and the measures that we're taking to sanitize our facilities, you can find all this information right here at calvarysouthaustin.com. I hope to see you soon, but until then, let's continue to fight the good fight of faith, all for the glory of God.